Today on Suncoast View, a new idea to tackle local homelessness comes to us from Orlando. But will it work on the Suncoast? We'll discuss.
We may be expecting rain this weekend, but the Suncoast has been experiencing a dry season. We get tips from our plant experts to help our lawns and our landscape survive the dry season.
We're lucky to have so much talent here on the Suncoast, and today we have a great one in our studio. A local painter creates pop art live before our eyes. All that more right now on Suncoast View.
Oh, welcome to Suncoast View. We're already having a good time, and a big welcome to Marsha Panucci. Welcome back.
And thank you for baking.
You know what, Marsha? Everybody always says, if I'd known you were coming, I'll bake a cake. Well, you happen to be here on a wonderful day. Yes. Today is one of our favorite holidays that we didn't know about. It is National Donut Day.
So happy Donut Day
to you. Thank you. Yeah.
And to you, Bobette.
I thought it was a late birthday celebration.
Yes, you know what? We're going to keep your birthday celebration going all month.
I like that.
Well, I guess into the next month, too. So no matter how you spell donuts, whether it's O-U-G-H or O-N, this is a wonderful array of donuts from a brand new spot right here in downtown Sarasota called 50 Donut Company. Christine Nordstrom, also of Sift Bakehouse, has opened this donut shop, and I'm telling you, the donuts are flying off the shelves. If you're not there in the morning, you can't get them. She's selling out faster than she can bake them.
Well, this
they
is
look
taking
amazing.
a lot of control, not to eat these right here in front of us.
Well, if there was ever a day to relinquish control, I would say let's do it now.
So we can eat?
Yes,
Can
grab
we eat it?
Yes,
Okay.
grab your favorite.
Okay.
What you don't see is the number of papers and napkins and wet naps that we have, because these things are delicious and gooey. It looks like Bobette has a strawberry shortcake one. There is a birthday cake one here with a candle. So see, Bobette, it is
I should've got
a
that.
belated birthday. Oreo cookie. If you can name the flavor, 50 Donut can make it. They also have gone kind of a police theme, which is I guess
a
it's
police theme?
Yes, because you know there's the old joke. Certainly you can on a Friday. There's the old joke about cops and donuts. Well, apparently, actually, our local police have embraced it, and they've actually posed with some photos at Christine. So it's nice to have a local bakery.
This is so good.
I wish one of you would talk so that I could dive into this one. But
so we can stop eating.
This is the old Krispy Kreme style,
Thank you.
but it's got cherry something in the middle. It's really good.
The chocolate is to die for.
My thing is, she's such a great baker. Anything she does is
It's
probably
true.
gonna be
It's
amazing.
true. And you know what? Actually, we feel bad because the hosts always get to enjoy the food, but our hardworking crew usually has to wait a full hour before they can get any of the treats that we
If
get.
there's any left.
Yes, so we did actually today, we did send some back to our production crew, so they do have an opportunity to eat them.
So we won't go black.
Exactly. Right, because they will pull out
look at
cameras
that.
for us. So there's producer Matt and director Jim enjoying their donuts in the control room.
Oh, there's
also, our
Chris.
hardworking camera operator, Chris Westlake, pretending to enjoy a donut. She's actually more of a fruit girl, and our hardworking audio engineer, Cindy, in the sound booth. So thank you for your hard work. They never.
And
And I
donuts
must
for you.
tell you that Christine made dog biscuits for us 3 years ago for our top dog.
Oh, wow.
And the dogs went nuts.
See, donuts are universal.
Yeah, absolutely. So they
You know, it is
enjoyed
funny, too. We talked yesterday on the show about kindness at work, a kindness initiative. Bring donuts into work. There are more people interested in what you're doing. I saw people that I've never seen come to our show all of a sudden at the desk. So donuts are a way to bring people together.
Oh, it's so good.
Yes, well, the goodness doesn't just stop up here. It goes into the kitchen. We have one of our favorite faces in the kitchen today, Paulette Callender from Spice and Tea Exchange. Paulette, get us off this sugar high. What are we going to have later on?
Okay, we will get off the sugar high. We're going to do flavor explosions today, all different kinds of infusions. We're going to have a tangy tea marinade, island sweet, espresso shallot. We're even going to do an herbal citrus. And then once we make all the marinades, we're going to do them on some kebabs.
Oh, that sounds fantastic.
But we're having dessert first.
Perfect for summer.
Well, if we eat all of our dessert, we can then have dinner. So we can't wait to join you later on. And I should point out that the person who's missing this festivity is probably someone who deserves it the most right now. Stephanie Roberts is off. She is recovering from an elbow surgery. But as you can see in the picture, she's still smiling and camera ready. So she's doing fine, and she will be back on Monday.
She looks good. She
looks
Yes.
great.
You know, I take actually some of the blame because she hurt her elbow, and I remember like 2 years ago we were doing a rock wall outside, and I wouldn't let her get the grip. We were fighting for the grip. That may have been
It's
where her
your
elbow
fault.
was.
where it
Your
happened.
I
fault.
apologize.
I think it might be tennis.
All right, that's true. I'm not that powerful. Well, it is time for our first hot topic. And the Suncoast has gone back to the drawing board to address the homeless issue, but this time with an idea from Orlando. Sarasota native and former NFL star, Pastor Tim Johnson, returned from an annual event in Orlando where thousands of homeless people are offered food, showers, haircuts, even medical screenings, and a job fair. Johnson has said this idea has seen much success in other communities, and he hopes it'll do the same for the Suncoast. He did present it to some of the local officials. Now, the idea is not without criticism, as some say that this might be a waste of money, and instead, the funds should go to, instead of throwing this event, should go to housing. So what do you think? Which would be more beneficial in the long run?
Well, it's a one-time only thing. It's very nice for one time, and hopefully somebody will get a job. But we need a long-term solution that lasts for more than one day.
I think that's what their goal is long term, but it starts somewhere. And I think this is a way to kind of connect little dots that are sometimes, like for instance, if you need a driver's license and then you also need the driver's license to get the job interview, you need a haircut, you need a shower, you need this. This is a way to connect all those little dots in one place where you have all the resources where you are. So it's a start from the very beginning of the process. So it's not saying this is all they're going to do, because they're intertwining it with other resources. So I like the idea. I don't think that it's going to solve our problems here.
No.
But
These people
it's
are just
definitely a
as
start.
homeless that night.
But in a bigger picture, it's not just homeless. They're actually just targeting the working poor. They're targeting people that have some sort of barrier that is preventing them from moving forward. Like helping them, it's called He Got Up. So it's literally just trying to get them that next step to get out of that hole. So if it's whatever that barrier is, if it's legal advice, whatever services, they're going to all be in one place where you can get it.
And to
That's
offer
good that we're doing
medical screenings, haircuts, I mean, these are things that feel like creature comforts. If you don't have a home, getting a haircut is certainly
not
not on your
sure.
list, but it could be one of those things that's keeping you from getting a job.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, I don't mean to
Or even
oversimplify
the
it,
interview.
but I feel like let's try something different because nothing is really working right now.
But
they
my
do-
church does something very much like that for kids going back to school, supplying everything they need, medical checkups, haircuts, dentists, all the clothes, all the backpacks and things. So we've been doing that for years. So, but that just solves the problem very short term. We need those jobs, and if there's a thing like a driver's license that you need to get to hook up with somebody, that would be so good to solve it there.
And they also help them with pets, because we get calls all the time. These people have pets, and they sleep with them in the cars or in the forest because they don't want to give up the pets. So it's a great help. I think it should. It's kind of like, what comes first, the chicken or the egg? Let's try this.
Sure,
I mean, we've tried so many other things that hasn't worked. So what is the the downside of trying something else? You know, especially when this has been successful in other places.
That's true.
and
So
it won't
has
cost
been
that
tried.
much money.
Right.
Well, I don't know. The one in Orlando seemed like it was a big deal.
It's an expensive event
Yeah.
to throw, is what we're reading, and what they're hoping is that the ripple effect may happen. Another component to this is that they're also trying to encourage people with a criminal record. They're trying to match them up with jobs, and kind of getting people to be a little more lenient on. Yes, someone might have had a bad mark in the past, but they're still employable.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. The bigger issue is it's not just homeless. They're literally focusing on the population that are impoverished and maybe working poor, like someone that has 2 jobs but still can't make the ends meet. So this is just a way to kind of help them get better opportunities out there.
So we'll see. Our fingers are crossed. We hope that something good will come
Yes.
from this.
I like
Well,
it.
on a lighter note, 12-year-old Ananya Vinay won the Scripps National Spelling Bee by successfully spelling the word Marocane. Marocane, M-A-R-O-C-A-I-N.
I don't even know what that is.
Marocane, neither do I, but she spelled it. And obviously it's certainly a challenging word, but a recent study reveals the hardest words to spell according to each state. So we figured it'd be fun to take a little look. In Florida, all right, so everyone seems to have trouble with the word
Okay, I'm a
receipt.
Floridian. I agree with that.
And that's got the old I before E except after C.
Gray.
Georgia, the word gray. Now, actually, I think, is it A-Y or E-Y? Maybe that's
think
what's
they're two
causing
But
the
they're
problem.
2 different words.
I thought they were both accepted, so that's the challenge. 3 states, Ohio, New York, and California, are having trouble with the word beautiful. It is a lot of vowels in one area, but that's not
That
one
one
I
I
would think
could
would
do.
trip you up. New Jersey has
12?
trouble spelling 12, and I can't imagine what alternative they might be trying to use. And 3 more states are having trouble with the word pneumonia.
Yeah.
I would have trouble with the word pneumonia.
Yeah, so now these 2 might surprise you. In our neighbors to the north in the Carolinas, North Carolina's having trouble with angel.
Don't have a lot of them up there, I
I
guess.
was trying to figure, is it angle versus angel? And this one hits me close to home because I'm a dog owner. South Carolina can't spell chihuahua. Now, we had a little tip in our household growing up. Chihuahua, you would spell chihuahua. That's how we learned to spell it. So that makes me ask, are there any words that even as an adult you still use tricks to spell that you used as a kid? And I will point out that our producer Matt is having a little fun with our lower third. We know that it's misspelled. We're trying, in the spirit of the topic, spelling mistakes by each state. There we go.
And did you hear about Wisconsin?
Which one's Wisconsin?
Wisconsin. They can't
spell their own
state.
You know, maybe we're relying too
That's a
heavily on the
problem.
state abbreviations. Do you
Okay,
use
so I
any
just
tricks?
use Google. Like you just say the word to your phone and it spells it properly, and then you just copy it.
Yes, but not always does it get the right word. I've sent emails to people that meant absolutely the opposite from what it said when it filled in what it thought I meant.
Yes, I mean, we do rely on autocorrect quite a bit, and when there are certain software systems, I won't fess up which ones, that don't spell check for you, and we face it
Yeah.
in our industry and other industries. Marsha, any tips you use?
Hallelujah. That's a bad one. Okay?
You say hallelujah a lot?
Do you spell it?
Yes. Well, I know the first part is Hallie.
All right, that
Okay.
works.
Okay? And then, hoo-yah.
That's a good way.
Well, I'll fess up that producer Matt told us that he uses Wednesday to spell Wednesday. He said it's a trick that he used as a kid, and he still uses it. Wednesday. All right. Well, good, you know what? Good luck. Sorry, Wisconsin. We're not poking fun.
But you should learn your state.
Exactly. Well, Game of Thrones, long series. I know Bobeth is a fan as well. It might actually get much shorter if AT&T's CEO has anything to say about it. Randall Stevenson said that more people are watching TV and shows on mobile devices. And because of that, 60-minute long shows would be better viewed if they were trimmed down to just 20 minutes. Some viewers speculate that this is because of shortening attention spans and mobile data concerns. Does this screen that you're watching ever determine how long you'll actually watch a show?
No, I think this is absurd, and people need to learn to grow their attention span. Are we going to, every time someone can't focus on something, we make things smaller for them?
That is scary to me.
But you know, on television, the hour probably is 20 minutes of show because of all the commercial breaks.
That's
But
true.
there's no commercials on HBO.
Yeah, HBO, an hour of programming is just about
yeah,
60
that's a
minutes.
lot
And that
more than
hour is not enough for Games of Thrones. When I finish watching it, I feel like I need to watch another hour. So they can shorten the show. What will happen to me?
Well, we're a little bit concerned because the language is a little bit ambiguous about what the CEO is saying, and we're wondering, is he talking about taking a 60-minute Game of Thrones episode, cutting it down to 3 20-minute, or is he talking about getting rid of some of the, what we perceive as
Content?
extra
Oh,
content
yeah.
and just narrowing it down to 20?
They'd make
Please
3
don't.
times as much money if they cut it down to 3 parts. So of course that's what he's talking
Well,
about.
I mean, I'll throw it out there, Marsha, too. If somebody sends you a video and you open it on your phone, if you look and see that video is 10 minutes, will you watch it
Yes.
on your phone?
Yes.
Great.
I do a lot of watching on the phone. But I have a confession. I've never seen Game of Thrones.
Don't start, because once you do, you will never.
You're
Yes,
addicted.
yes.
Okay, I'm going to give it a try this weekend, Bobeth.
You wouldn't be
I'm going to
addicted?
call you if it's not good.
It's going to be
We'll
good.
call her every 20 minutes because that'll test out our experiment. Well, like Ferris Bueller once said, life moves pretty fast, and if you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. Well, one Swiss village is taking that philosophy a little bit to the extreme. They're saying no more photos. The town of, I won't even attempt to say it, has voted to fine visitors 5 Swiss francs if a tourist is caught taking a photo of the beautiful landscapes, but for an unexpected reason. The residents say that when the photos are shared on social media, viewers become unhappy because they are not on vacation themselves. They say they want people to benefit. They want the photos to benefit the happiness of all people, both in their town and just on social media. So let's be honest. If you are at home and friends of yours are on vacation, they're posting a lot of photos, how does it make you feel?
Like I should be on vacation.
Yeah, like a beautiful thing I'd like to see someday. It doesn't make me angry to say something beautiful or sad.
I thought you were going to say they're banning photos because their place is so beautiful and other people want to come.
Remember that did happen with an island
Yeah.
last year. An island said, no, don't tell any more. We don't want you
Yeah.
taking pictures. But I think in this case, they also want you to put your phone down and just really
enjoy.
experience the place.
Yes. When I was in South Africa, I got that feeling. We would go out on a Jeep and there'd be a lion right there, and I'd be taking his picture, and that puts a barrier between you and what's happening, so you're like more removed from it. So I finally made myself put it down and look at what I was seeing.
That was good.
My
know
brother
if I
did the
could do
same
that.
thing when we went to Europe. He said, I'm going to fight really hard the urge to not pull out my phone and snap a picture each time. Because it's Eiffel Tower, or it's, wherever it is, I can get a picture anywhere.
But that's our new camera. So you don't walk around with the 52 Polaroids on your shoulder. That's our new camera. So let's use it.
Yeah,
I don't know. I feel like it was like, for instance, we were just on vacation and we're all in a line just taking pictures, and no one is really enjoying that moment or talking to each other. And then you're going back looking through your pictures. You never really focus on what's around.
It's true. It's like someone take
It's
one and
like
then share it with everybody.
you miss
It has to be a balance.
You miss your life if you take too many pictures.
All right, well, if you're going to that village, put down your phone. It is time to check in with our happy hour forecast, and when we come back, we have a local artist doing art right here in our studio.
Good afternoon. Some very heavy rainfall has moved through parts of the Suncoast. Even the coastal locations getting that. Most of that now as well east and south of our area. There's some heavier weather now moving along Interstate 4. But for us, light rain, and that is starting to wind down. So pretty good news for Music on Main for this evening. As I said, heavier weather well in the inland counties now and to the north. And that brought us up to an inch to 2 inches of rainfall in some areas. You can see that 1.5 inches right there near Siesta Key, up to 2 inches near Lakewood Ranch. 1.5 inches just southeast of Parrish, and lesser amounts in northwest Braden, about a 1/2 inch there, and even Venice getting about a 1/2 inch of rain. Well, we're in for a lot more moisture as a result of the tropical plume of moisture moving through the Gulf of Mexico, so we can anticipate quite a few clouds around with a good chance for showers throughout the next several days, in fact. And as far as our current conditions go, we have some clouds. Temperatures have cooled as a result of the rainfall down into the upper 70s. Well, more coming up at 5. See you then.
Our next guest is a Suncoast artist known for his bold, colorful, and evocative paintings. And we aren't just going to see his work that he's done. We're going to see it being made alive. Welcome, Matt Pexon. And Matt, tell me about your style of art. We call it pop-up, but it's a little bit more than that because you use
Well, pop art, it's influenced by this, it's not a disorder, but it's a condition called synesthesia. It's like when one sense triggers another.
Okay.
It's a little difficult to explain. Like a color will activate a taste, or like words on a page will appear in different colors. And I've had this condition since I was a child. And I've just started to understand it, and it's become a keyword lately. A lot of people are claiming to have it all of a sudden.
And before you thought it was bad, and look at that, now creating beautiful paintings. I know the last time you were here, you were using music, and you were listening to the music, and that made you kind of paint something. So is that the same concept like this Jimi Hendrix right here?
It is, yes. This was done for a display in Soho, New York, and I actually did listen to a Hendrix album while painting this, and it's a band of gypsies, so this is how I interpreted their music in the language of paint.
Wow. All right, so tell us what you're working on right now.
Well, Selby Gardens is doing a tribute to Andy Warhol, so I just thought I'd do a lovely lady for some lovely ladies. So
I like that.
Marilyn, you're giving us a little Marilyn
I'm
action.
doing a little Marilyn Monroe for you guys.
And so what sensory are you using to kind of do that?
Really, I'm just concentrating on the studio. There's not much going on, and so it's just mainly I'm just whatever color strikes me at the moment.
Okay.
Matt, did you notice that different music, before you channeled this, did you notice that different music did influence your art? And then
Absolutely, because I was a Grateful Dead follower. I followed the band all over the country, and that's when I started noticing it mainly at shows, and then I later went to art school and would incorporate the music into my art. So.
At what age did you
Look at this one.
discover this?
Yeah, that's amazing.
This was done for the Human Rights Campaign in D.C. I try to work with a lot of charities that, so this was done for the, and then here's a Grateful Dead influence piece. This was actually bought by the actor Miles Teller. I don't know if you've ever heard of him. Yeah. So.
This
There's
is another
a
Marilyn. I
simple
like that
Marilyn.
one.
You like Marilyn, don't you? 'Cause
I do.
another one.
She's a popular subject among pop artists. And this is the dog I did I was partnered with Sarasota Magazine to do it's for the guide dogs of Southern Florida.
yeah, Southeastern guide dogs.
Southeastern guide
We're
dogs.
actually raising a guide dog, so that's near and dear to our heart. Those great dog statues that were throughout
Yes.
downtown.
And so they like that one so much they've actually given me another one.
Oh,
I'm doing
wow.
it for
That's great.
Florida Theater.
But I asked, what age did you discover that you had this wonderful talent?
Around 17 or 18, I got into it, and then, you know, since the parents pay for school, they didn't think it was worthwhile. So I tried to merge it into psychology. So I took a 20-year hiatus, and then I had a near-fatal reaction to some medication. And while I was recovering, my significant other, Jen, bought me an easel, and it just took off from there.
Oh,
it sort
Wow, wonderful.
of grew. So it was a healing.
To think it could have been undiscovered?
Yeah.
though.
Well, I love
It
the
was
fact-
dormant. I mean, I had it, and I never intended on doing it again.
Well,
So-
that's amazing because your work is really beautiful, and
Thank you
every
so
time we
much.
see something you do, we're just all impressed by it.
Thank you so much.
So-
I appreciate that.
And I know that you're going to continue to work throughout the show, so we're going
I
to see
will.
this evolve, and we're going to come back and check on how it's going in a few. So we want to thank you so much, and we'll
Thank
continue
you.
to watch your work, and you can go to his website and get more information and see some of his other works that is being done. And next, a McCurdy's comedian is in the studio, and we'll hear from him next.
Fill hundreds of vacant jobs across the federal government has hit a new snag, Russia. Potential hires are paying close attention to the expanding investigations which have now begun to touch senior Trump aides, with some questioning whether they want to join the administration.
Sunday morning at 7:30 on ABC 7.
Since 1928, Karastan has been setting the standard in carpets and rugs, producing non-allergenic wools that won't promote the growth of bacteria or dust mites like other carpets will. Karastan wools actively remove contaminants from the indoor air, making your home healthier. And there are many colors and patterns and textures to choose from. Come see for yourself.
So many possibilities worth exploring. Minnesota flooring.
This is an important medical announcement. Bard IVC filters have been linked to punctured veins and problems with migration. Anyone who's received a Bard IVC filter must receive medical monitoring and may be entitled to substantial compensation. If you have the Bard Recovery G2 or G2 Express filter, you are in a class of patients who should be compensated for some expenses. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. This call is confidential. There's no cost and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to people who should have been warned about the risks of the Bard IVC filters. Call the IVC Filter Hotline if you or a loved one has received an IVC filter and experienced a vein puncture or required medical monitoring. You must call now.
Call 800-329-3089. 800-329-3089.
Every child follows a path in life. For many, that path will lead them to a door that gives them a place to grow, to learn, to belong, a place to forge their future. Because while many doors open, these doors transform. They did for us. Support your local Boys and Girls Clubs. Great futures start here.
He has numerous Comedian of the Year awards, and he has one very strange moniker, the happiest comedian in America. Please welcome Rob Little.
Yay!
The happiest comedian.
Thank you.
Look how happy you are.
Isn't it exciting to see me? It's great to be here. Oh my God, you guys are so fun. Thank you for having me.
Why are you so happy?
There's too much negative in the world, right? And,
yes.
Well, let's turn it around. Let's have a good time.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
We offered you a donut, and you said you'd lost 65 pounds.
I know. I didn't say I wouldn't take it. I did. Oh my God, I grew up chubby. My whole family's chubby. We just got our family portrait done by aerial photography. There's only 3 of us. So so it was time. It's time. I needed to take some off. But it's cool. I started like buying these cool clothes, and I've never worn a vest before, and it's cool if you eat a little bit more, your stomach kind of gets a little expanded, but it just looks like you have abs now. So I'm like, just these buttons are holding on so tight. Like.
But you look good.
Thank
How did
you.
you lose 65?
I love it. It's nice when a pretty young lady says that, especially for a bald guy. Like, we get ripped on so bad, but I love being bald because look at all the money I save by not going on dates. And I have a lot of money, so yeah, it's going great. Oh my God.
I thought you were going to say by not getting haircuts.
I know, that's what the trick is, silly.
I get it. So you've written 2 TV shows
I have
recently.
2, and you're going to love who's producing it. One of them is a history comedy show. I love history.
A history comedy show.
Yes, we go all over the country. We go to different historical sites, learn some cool facts, and then to make it fun and entertaining, I reenact them, or I do fun goofy sketches, and it's called Here's a Little History with Rob Little.
Oh my!
I like that.
Regis Philbin is producing it.
Wow.
So his
teach
company.
history?
It's
Because we'll remember it because you made a joke about it.
Like I'm from Detroit originally, and we went to the Henry Ford Museum. He's one of the first episodes, and he's got a letter from Bonnie and Clyde, the famous bank robbing couple, thanking Henry Ford for creating the V8 engine because it helped him get away so many times in robberies. And I was like, you never hear of criminals writing thank you letters anymore.
They're just rude now.
Super rude, yeah. And so that shows Here's a Little History with Rob Little, and then the other one is I'm an ordained minister. And I've done a bunch of crazy, weird weddings.
Oh, my.
And I came up with this idea called I Do Unique Weddings.
You are an ordained
Yes.
minister. Oh, that part's real.
Yeah, that's real. I did it online, so it wasn't like I'm super.
It makes more sense.
Yeah. If you know your name and your address, you're ordained. That's how easy it is. And
As Joey said, it still counts.
it does count. It still counts.
You can marry someone right now.
What's the weirdest one you've done?
Nudist? Maybe.
Were
that
you
was
nude too?
That's a lot of people ask that one, so thank you for asking. I wore a big sash, just like I was a minister. So, yeah, with the last name Little, you got to be a little prepared. So,
Is there a wedding veil? I'm so intrigued.
It's really interesting. We did a bunch of. We did it underwater. We did like a Harry Potter themed one.
Wow, that sounds beautiful.
Yep, and I dressed up like Dingledorf or whatever his name is, and then we write it so that everybody's like, it's really fun and entertaining. We try to make it so guys would be interested too, you know. And so yeah, that one's called I Do Unique Weddings, and then I wrote an animated movie.
Oh,
and
tell us about that one.
I can't really say a lot yet, but we're working with Disney, and it's a kind of like a buddy comedy adventure, and it's really exciting. Yeah.
Well, we do voiceovers.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that'd be great.
If there's a short, big-eyed character, I'm available.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Oh, I can't wait to see you this weekend.
Thank
You're
you.
going
Oh,
to be
I'm
at
so
McCurdy's through June 4th.
Yes.
Rob Little, you don't want to miss him. McCurdy's through June 4th. Thank you so much.
Thank you. RobLittle.com if they want to see any more.
Yes.
We'll be back with Troy's Tropics and learn about the best plants for the summertime.
This is an important medical announcement. Xarelto and Pradaxa have been linked to uncontrollable bleeding and even death. If you've been prescribed one of these drugs and have experienced these dangerous side effects, you may be entitled to substantial compensation. Studies show that Pradaxa can cause more heart attacks than warfarin, and other countries have already issued safety warnings against this drug. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. The call is confidential, there's no cost, and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to Pradaxa victims, and thousands of Xarelto victims are filing their legal cases. Call the Drug Watch hotline if you or a loved one used Xarelto or Pradaxa and experienced uncontrollable bleeding, brain hemorrhage, or even death. You must call now.
Call 800-793-6055. 800-793-6055.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate
or shop at Goodwill,
I am creating a job.
I am Goodwill, yeah.
With a top prize of $10 million, the new $10 million world-class cash scratch-off from the Florida Lottery is your ticket to take on the world.
If you get knocked down, stand up again. Rip it up again. Give me one chance, I'm gonna make it, baby.
$10 million world-class cash scratch-off from the Florida Lottery. One of our life-changing scratch-offs offering billions in cash prizes.
Invest in Kids is a $7.5 million project to build a new Boys and Girls Club in South Manatee County. I'm Caleb Grimes, and I was a club kid. It's where I learned important life lessons, leadership, integrity, responsibility, and baseball. Thousands of kids attend the Boys and Girls Clubs, and after years of use, their club is slowly falling apart. Help us invest in kids. Make your donation today.
Thank you. It's been about a month, and I can honestly say I've seen the change in me. I went from being a depressed girl who didn't want help to this happy, caring girl who loves helping other people. I just really hope that people that went through what I went through get the help that they need, because their story is important and they are loved. Thank you so much for everything.
I'm Alan Cohn. President Trump returns home as his administration struggles to deal with Russia and the pending testimony of fired FBI Director James Comey.
Tonight on ABC 7 News at 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
And welcome back to Suncoast View. If you're just joining us, we are in the kitchen with Paulette from Spice and Tea Exchange. We'll be joining her a little later on. But Paulette, you got us a little iced tea treat.
That is our blood orange smoothie tea, which is an herbal tea. And we're also going to be using that in our tangy tea marinade today.
Ooh.
Very refreshing.
Yes. One of the things we love is that Spice and Tea Exchange isn't just about making tea. It's about making spices and recipes for all types of things. So we can't wait to join you later on in the show. Well, we are enjoying some tea, but sadly the Suncoast is experiencing a little bit of a drought. Now, we might finally be getting some rain this weekend, but a few days won't make up for what's been a very dry season. Luckily, we caught up with one of our plant experts for tips to help our lawns survive. Let's take a look.
The Suncoast has been experiencing a particularly dry season. It's evident when you pass all those dead bushes and dry lawns. Now, how can we protect our plants during these hot summer months, our summer gardens and our landscapes from all this heat? Well, luckily, one of our plant experts, Alex Barth, is here from Troy's Tropics with some tips to keep our plants healthy. Boy, that's going to be a challenge, Alex. What can we do about all those dead bushes and dead flowers?
Well, we've experienced a drought the last few months, and of course now it started raining a little bit. But you know, a couple things to remember: make sure your irrigation is working correctly. And if you hear on the news, I always use triggers like the news or the newspaper, social media. When I hear about droughts and things like that, I'll check my irrigation system, and supplemental watering is key. When it's not raining for 2 or 3 weeks, you've got to water some things in the yard.
Oh, okay.
If you're allowed.
If you're allowed,
because
right.
there's been some restrictions, which is really hard on the plants.
There has.
And I understand those restrictions and those issues, but there are people like me, regardless if it's rainy or not rainy, I just can't do it. I don't know what it is. So what can I do to make it better?
Well, one of the things is you probably need to hire an expert. So
right. I need to give up.
No.
Some things thrive on neglect, though, right?
They do,
I'm banking
most
on
definitely.
That.
Well, there's a limit. You can look at my yard. He
Right.
fixes it beautiful, and then 2 or 3 months later, it's just all grown up or dead. So fertilizer, should I be fertilizing or?
Most definitely. Right now is the time to fertilize. June 30th, they implement a ban. The reason being, and it goes from June 30th to September 1st, the reason being is there's a lot of pollution in our waterways, a lot of excess nutrients from fertilizers make it into waterways, and it makes the water quality go down.
So get it in now.
So get it in now. You have about another month to get the fertilizer down, get your plants and lawns fertilized, and then it's not allowed to be used.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my.
So you got to do it before it's
Is
banned.
that because
Yes.
it's the rainy season?
Because the rainy season, yeah, accelerates all those nutrients fed on plants and lawns into
All the
waterways.
runoff.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, you brought some plants with you. Now tell us what you brought.
Yeah, most definitely. The first thing with the pink flower, the first thing we see there is the bromeliads, and bromeliads are great. Now, a lot of people think you can't water those too much, but you actually can. Bromeliads are actually very drought tolerant. They store water in those pockets in the center of the plants, and they're just fantastic for your landscape.
Shade or sun?
Okay, the variety there is actually can go in full sun to partial shade.
Oh.
Bromeliads
And it'll take it, okay.
Yep, most definitely.
All right, that's good to know. And will it bloom?
Yes, it will bloom.
Okay.
It usually takes 1 to 2 years.
All right, so
for
be
the plant to
patient.
bloom.
So
Be patient.
Be patient.
Yep.
I'm learning that.
I just learned that
Right.
that's what a pineapple is, a bromeliad.
It is,
Oh,
yeah.
really?
It's a
But this
bromeliad
kind
you
won't
can
give
eat.
you a pineapple.
No, but it's
Unfortunately.
1 to 2 years for a pineapple, right?
Right,
Same as
it
for
is.
the
Same
bloom.
concept.
Same as a bromeliad.
A lot of patience.
So what else do we have down here?
Okay, the next thing we have is dwarf oleander. Now, this is your dwarf version of oleander. It's not the ones you see that are just 10 feet tall. It's a beautiful variety. Gives you that flower off and on almost through the whole year, and it's drought tolerant. That's one of the great features about it. Once it's established, it just really thrives in the landscape.
Shade or sun?
Partial shade to full sun. Now, more sun means more blooms with
Who
the
knew
oleander.
this was a question you asked before you buy plants?
Most of us knew that, but it's
And if we did it, the little plastic card is in there.
Right, exactly.
Who
Yep.
knew? Who knew?
And the tree, you brought a tree behind Stephanie.
We have the
I know that
Carib-
we're ready for the tree
more.
yet. One more plant first.
Yeah, we have the Caribbean agave. That's another great variety. It's actually an agave, and so I'll give you this. Tequila actually comes from an agave, similar to this, since we're on the subject.
So maybe I should plant this and I can
Yeah.
have a whole nother spare
Exactly.
side business.
We
But-
might know that the best tequila is 100% agave, so this is a very
Exactly.
valuable
Really?
plant.
Right, exactly.
I didn't know that.
Yep, and those are drought tolerant as well. They'll just thrive in the landscape with no water. Little to no water.
Little to no, full sun?
Yes, full sun.
Okay, but fertilizer for everything.
Fertilizer for everything, you got it.
All right, a lot of rules, but Beth, I'm going to write them
I
down
know.
for you.
I need more than just.
All right, and
writing
something's
down.
growing behind me.
Yeah, you have some growth behind you there.
And I hear it's a present for Bobette.
So we had Bobette's birthday. Happy belated birthday. And we're
thank
going to
you.
give the Barbados cherry another shot.
All right, I have to break in
Backstory.
and tell the story.
Okay.
Yep.
Alex
think we
brought
have
us
the fore
2
and
Barbados
after.
cherries, and Bobette planted one and I planted one. Bobette's died immediately because she doesn't know about food and water.
Unfortunately not.
Mine is absolutely ginormous, but I'm still waiting for the blooms. But Alex, you tell me it takes a couple years.
Most definitely. Fall is the big time to fruit. So this rain in the summer is going to make you have a lot of
I shall be granted patience.
Yep, there you go.
can learn all this, Beth. You can go to
Thank
their
you,
website,
people. I
Choice
love
Topics,
this.
and Ask in Person or to their website or on Facebook.
Please don't hurt the tree, Bobette.
I've already killed 2
kill it.
plants. I killed 2 plants on my table.
Thank you so much. We
You're
learned so much
welcome.
from you,
Thank
Alex.
you, guys.
Choice Tropics is where to check it out.
All right, great tips from Alex, and what a nice, thoughtful gift for Bobette.
That was thoughtful.
We want to know the first tree. What happened to the original Barbados cherry tree?
I died.
Oh.
I died.
Well, it was
Very quickly too.
She said it looked like the Charlie
It looks
Brown.
like a Charlie. It looked like a Charlie Brown Christmas tree at the end. It was so flushed with leaves, and it even had cherries on it when I took it home. And then after a week, it had no leaves, and it was just limbs.
Did you
And then they
plant
told me.
it?
Well, now she has the
I
new
didn't
one,
know that
though.
that's what I was supposed to do.
We're excited about the new one. That was very nice. Although the new one, we realized didn't make it home right away. This was a picture that we found in the station. This is where Bobette had stored her new tree in her
Next
desk.
to me. We have a forest.
It's actually, it was very relaxing to work in, have a little green in the office.
And then I sat behind the tree. It was working.
To watch Bobette typing around the trunk was one of our favorite things. It did actually make it home, so we will
It did.
check in the tree.
So wish me luck.
Yes. Well, next coming up, Father's Day is around the corner. We know that dads are hard to buy for, so we have some great gift ideas from Cutting Loose. We'll be right back.
ABC 7, your official Florida lottery station for the Suncoast.
Here's something we bet you didn't know. Nearly half of all cancers can be prevented. That's right, half. Nearly 50%, mostly by making small everyday changes in your diet and controlling your weight, walking more, eating less, and eating foods that help you and your family to seriously reduce the risk of cancer. And of course, by not smoking. Visit the Cancer Prevention Together We Can website and get a free 30-day planner filled with tips, recipes, stats, and more about protecting your family. Go to prevent50.org.
From our studios on Florida Suncoast, this is an ABC 7 News Update.
Good afternoon, I'm Haley Wilkes. Here's what we're working on for 5 o'clock. Keeping the #1 beach in the country beautiful. Sarasota County officials explain what they plan to do to make sure Siesta does not get trashed again. Plus a warning from Sarasota police about a phone scam, how to tell if the jury duty call is bogus. Now let's head over to Bob.
Haley, big storms earlier this afternoon have since moved on. Things are drying out here along the Suncoast. There's just a little bit of light rain lingering now over parts of Sarasota. In fact, that's gone for the most part. If we see anything around here, it'll be just a sprinkle here or there. The heavier weather is now well to the east of our immediate viewing area along Interstate 4 up to the east toward Melbourne and along the east coast. Some heavy rainfall amounts, over 2 inches, fell at Lakewood Ranch earlier this afternoon. More on your weekend weather coming up at 5. See you then.
The official Suncoast Storm team at ABC 7. We're here for you.
Are you a soccer mom or dad? Regardless of their age or experience level, when your kids play soccer or any other sport, there's one person on the sideline who is key to help recognize and seek medical care for sports-related concussion. It's you. You need to know the signs and symptoms of concussion, and you need to act if you think your child has been injured. Remember, when in doubt, sit them out. To learn more, go to cdc.gov/concussion. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004.
Credit card debt can ruin your life. If you owe $10,000 and minimum payments are siphoning away your paycheck each month, you can get debt-free in less time than you think.
I've paid $800 a month for the past 3 years and haven't changed the balance on my credit card.
Get debt-free now has a program to reduce your debt, stop the harassing phone calls, avoid financial ruin, and settle for less than you owe.
I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
You're pre-approved for our special hardship program if you owe $10,000 or more. Upon payment of your new lower balance, your debt will finally shrink until you are debt-free.
My family no longer has 30 years of payments ahead of us at 20% interest.
There's no fees until you see results. So call now, make one monthly program payment, and free up your cash. Resolve your debt.
Call 800-685-6422, 800-685-6422.
Cutting Loose takes care of our hair every morning, but they do a lot more than just help us ladies. Nikki B is here with us today to tell us what we can do to get our guys looking great with some Father's Day hair products. Welcome, Nikki B. Hair trends for men. What's going on? What's the latest?
We need it.
Yes, so currently we've got the pompadour look, but we're starting to turn into more of an undone pompadour, which Joey, you were in yesterday, and Cheyenne told me how she changed up your hairstyle to help you have more of the undone pompadour.
She undid my pomp.
Yes, she undid it.
Instead of just being a solid, lump of hair, she kind of blew it this way.
So we changed our part, and we made it a little bit more messy. You still have a little volume in there, but it's not perfect, it's not shiny, we don't have the hard part, so just a little bit more undone for
I'll
that
say
look.
that as men, we feel like there's not a lot we can do. There aren't that many options. But changing the part, I got home and Jerry was like, "Are you taller? It's different."
Oh, nice!
It really changes things up.
Absolutely.
Yes, very
and that's
good.
a great look for any hair type, really. Fine to thick hair, everyone can carry this look.
Nice.
And then there's the buzz cut.
The buzz cut. So when you get tired of this or you have a Britney moment, you just need to take it all off. We've got that as well going on. This is a hot summer look, especially because it's heating up everywhere.
Yeah, it is hot.
Yes, so
And
just
easy,
take
right?
it down all the way to one guard, one number, and you can do this from medium to thick hair. If you are on the fine side, you may end up looking more like The Rock, so just be careful.
That's what men were wearing when I was young. And, now, I have heard of the Bro Flow, but I don't know what this is.
Okay, so the Bro Flow is for the men with manes. So this is for anyone from more medium to thick hair, and those that really have that texture in the hair they can carry off. You might as well grow it in, but you do go through a little bit of an awkward stage there. So deal with it, maybe wear a beanie in the meantime, and then get a haircut and wear your cool new Bro Flow.
Yes, I love it.
Those are very good to know.
Yes.
And
you brought some products.
Nothing
Yes.
works by itself, I have found.
Absolutely.
You need help.
So we have our tea tree, starting with the green line on this side. So this line is actually very invigorating. You're gonna get that peppermint tingly feel on the scalp. It's great for any hair type, actually, even for females with color treated hair. And then we have the tea tree for scalp therapy. So this is for thinning hair.
You've got lots of hair, Joey.
Yes, this one.
And it helps to make it look a little thicker?
A little bit thicker, but actually it's going to help promote growth as well. It's going to give your scalp the optimal environment for strong, healthy hair. So that's a great one for anyone under thick hair, fine to medium. If you've got a lot of hair, don't need that one at all.
Okay.
And then we can move on to our styling product and our 2-in-1 shampoo. This is the double hitter with Paul Mitchell. Double hitter is meaning that you're getting your shampoo, your conditioner in one product, and it's sulfate free. You can also, I call it a 3-in-1. You can also use this as a body wash for that simple man who just wants one thing, does it all. That's the product to go to.
So then you actually have a little something you can show us how this works.
Yes, so then we have our styling aids, because none of these looks would actually work, besides the buzz cut, without your styling aid.
Neither would our hair. So you know what you're talking about.
So we have our styling cream, and we have a styling clay.
Okay.
Cream, think of more like butter, sour cream. Those things have a shinier consistency. They're going to give your hair separation, shine to the hair, weigh it down a little bit.
And I have a picture here that says that if you put that in your hair, you can match this.
So let's see, about like a fingertip amount.
Okay.
Then emulsify it through the hands.
And this is Justin Bieber, by the way.
This is Justin before the buzz cut. And let's see if we can get this look.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow. I don't know. What do you think?
You could be him.
Yeah.
You could picture him. Oh my goodness.
Justin's doppelganger.
That's your hair.
Put it up next time.
You need to call Justin and tell him you could fix that.
I think, right?
Oh, thank you so much. And for Father's Day, Cutting Loose is trying to upgrade Dad's look for you. You can send Dad's photo and a note on why he deserves this upgrade. We're going to choose a winner, and the winner will get this look at Cutting Loose. So send in your information to Suncoast for you and get Dad a brand new look, and he'll be very happy with you, and you'll be very
And not
happy
just
with
your dad,
him.
any dad.
Any dad that you think deserves it. Send why he deserves it. We'll be right back and check in with our artist.
Attention blood clot filter patients. Surgically implanted blood clot filters are potentially life-threatening. Some filters are prone to breaking, resulting in pieces of the filter moving through the body and causing internal bleeding. If you had surgery to implant a blood clot filter, you may be entitled to a cash award, even if you haven't suffered side effects yet. Call the Gold Shield Group now, 888-747-5291, to see if you qualify for a cash award, 888-747-5291.
Attention, Americans eligible for Medicare. Are you getting all the benefits you're entitled to? Did you know there may be money available to lower your medical prescription costs? Call Health Markets and we'll tell you if you qualify.
Hi, I'm Dr. Martin Jeetsi. It's a new Medicare year. That means more changes and more confusion. The key question is, what can you do now to ensure you get the care you need in the coming year?
Call Health Markets today. You may qualify to save money on prescriptions. We'll help you find plans that may cost less, cover more, and could even lower your prescription costs to increase your savings. We help you find all the benefits you're entitled to, and we do it at no cost.
Make sure you have what you need to get the care that's right for you.
Find out if you qualify to receive extra help with your prescriptions. Call the number on the screen now. Representatives are standing by.
Stay connected to your clients and new customers using ABC7 Digital Media Services. Our team of professionals provide a wide array of digital services to help you get the most out of your website. We specialize in building and helping you maintain the most effective digital solutions for your business. It's vital that your online presence stands out, so our experts will equip you with the best resources available. Trust ABC7 Digital Media Services to give you the right tools to grow your business.
Because my parents told me I have to be responsible.
Because my first coach told me, you can do this.
Because my boss showed me how to do a good job.
Because my teacher helped me see the choices.
I'm swimming faster than I ever dreamed.
I am a valuable employee.
I discovered that I could work as an artist.
I will be whatever I want to be.
Youth with disabilities should grow up expecting to work and succeed. For more information, visit whatcanyoudocampaign.org.
I am a veteran. My victory was finding the strength to be a champion.
My victory is having a job I can be proud of.
At DAV, we help veterans get the benefits they've earned.
My victory was finishing my education.
My victory was getting help to put our lives back together.
DAV provides veterans with a lifetime of support.
My victory is being there for my family.
Help us support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
And welcome back. Artist Mac Pepson has been working in our studio. We're going to go check on him to see how his painting is going. All right, Matt, let's see. Oh, that looks beautiful.
I got a little pressed for time, so.
A little pressed for time. That looks like it's done.
Yeah.
And you've had 15 minutes. What are you complaining about?
We could have a whole hour and not be close to that. Matt,
Probably
that
about
was
70%.
So. Oh, wonderful. Well, we'll keep checking it
All
out,
right,
Marilyn.
keep painting. We got a little bit more to go. All right, we'll be right back. And next time, we'll be in the kitchen.
ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you weeknights at 5. Monday at 5 on ABC 7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Hi, I'm Ray Collins.
And I'm Jacqueline Matter. It's almost the summer and schools are out across the Suncoast.
We'll tell you how a local restaurant is starting a summer reading program for Manatee County students. That's Monday on Good Morning Suncoast. John?
The rain showers still in the forecast as we head into next work week. We'll talk about those rain chances and what to expect bright and early.
Monday at 5 on ABC 7's Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you. From our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is an ABC 7 News Update.
Hello, I'm Scott Dennis. Here's what's coming up at the top of the hour. If you suffer from migraines, another treatment may soon be available. We'll have details on a new experimental drug that's showing lots of promise. In Suncoast Traffic Watch right now, no crashes in the area that we're aware of, but I-75, look at that, all green, moving smoothly at this hour, both north and southbound. Over to Bob for another look at our weather.
Thanks, Scott. A little lull in the action right now after some heavy rain moved through earlier today. Now, not much going on at all. Things have really quieted down here in Manatee and Sarasota counties, even into Hardee and DeSoto counties. It's just about over. Some heavier rainfall well east and north of us as it pushes away from the coast. Impressive rainfall amounts. Nearly 2 inches fell near Lakewood Ranch. It looks as though we're in for some more showers over the weekend. We'll talk about the timing of those storms and let you know what the tropics are going to be like coming up at 5. See you then.
ABC 7 News at 7, weeknights.
I knew I could get myself out of this. I just needed some hope and some help.
I took the first step to recovery when I made the call.
Since 2014, Addiction Hope and Helpline has answered calls for recovery and treatment 24/7, 365 days a year. If you're depressed, drinking, using drugs, or taking pills, call now and talk to someone who cares.
I had problems just getting to sleep, drinking and using pills every night.
I feel like I'm losing control. I'm afraid I'll lose my job or even my family.
Most insurance covers substance abuse. You can get back on track. Call now for hope and help with proven gentle recovery programs.
I never thought that I could be somebody who didn't drink and use drugs.
I have something to hold on to for strength. I'm in recovery, getting the help I need.
Call 800-622-1941. 800-622-1941.
Is your mop a dirty, disgusting mess? You need the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System, the only mop and bucket that spins the dirt away. A system that cleans practically anything and everything with super absorbent microfiber. Dip it in the washer side and the mess releases into the bucket. Then place it in the dryer side and push on the pedal. You get a clean mop head that's practically dry and ready for more. And your hands will never again touch a dirty, disgusting mop. The heads are washable and reusable. Get the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System for just 2 payments of $19.99. You'll also get a Sticky Buddy, the reusable sticky roller that picks up pet hair and lint and washes clean in seconds. You can take advantage of our 2-for-1 Pick It Up special and get a second spin mop set. Just pay additional shipping and fee. And we'll upgrade you to free priority handling. So don't wait. Order now.
Call 1-800-394-1524 to get your Hurricane Spin Mop double offer. So hurry and call 1-800-394-1524. Call now.
If you've ever had a bad night's sleep, call and price the new Craftmatic Legacy. It has so much more than other adjustables and still costs up to 50% less. Featuring a rising adjustable pillow rest to support your head, neck, and shoulders, bedside power plugs, under bed night lights, and more. So call and price one today for less, up to 50% less than Tempur-Pedic, Sleep Number, and other adjustables.
You get so much more and it still costs less. You've got to see how little they cost.
Call 1-800-774-8103. That's 1-800-774-8103. Call now.
Coming up Monday on Suncoast View, Tiger Woods gets in trouble with the law, but what exactly did he do wrong? We'll ask our forensic science attorney about driving and prescription drugs and what everyone needs to know to be safe behind the wheel. Henna tattoos are symbolic and trendy. Well, we'll get a lesson from a local artist. Plus, another round of Ask Dr. Jenny, and Tsunami Sushi joins us in the kitchen.
Welcome back, and we're here with our good friend Paulette from Spice and Tea Exchange. I have my tool.
Yes, and we are ready. We're going to make 4 different marinades today. These are going to be so fun, and we're going to put them eventually on a kebab, but there's so many different things that you could do with them. So we're going to start over here with Linda. Linda, you're going to make the tangy tea marinade.
Okay.
Okay, you're going to put everything in here.
In here?
The mason jar, right?
The mason jar. Yes, you could also use a stainless steel bowl and a whisk.
Okay.
But I find putting it in the jar and shaking it is just as easy, or easier, actually.
Okay. What do I put in my jar?
So we're going to start with the orange ramekin. That
This?
is, yes, that's half of a cup of olive oil, extra
So all
virgin.
of this?
Yes, all of it. All of every ramekin here we're going to add. And then next is our champagne vinegar.
Champagne.
I like that.
Yeah.
We should taste that.
And then this is the blood orange tea.
Blood orange
Yes,
tea.
this is the iced tea that you were drinking. So there's so many
it's
different
good.
things that you can do with tea. We also have our chili flakes.
Chili flakes?
Yes, and then we're going to put our lime frost salt.
Lime frost salt.
Lime frost salt. Yeah, you
Never
might
heard
need
of that.
to. There
Help
you
that
go.
one out.
Is that one of your blends?
That's one of our salt blends, yes, called Lime Frost, which is lovely even to rim a margarita. So many things you could do. Now, Linda, what I'm going to have you do is this is crystallized ginger.
Oh.
Yes, so I'm going to have you.
potato chip.
I did too. I was like, who is eating potato chips?
Crystallized ginger, which is really nice just to eat by itself, but I'm going to have you chop that up a little bit. Then you're going to add it to your marinade.
Really little bit?
Yeah, just chop it and add it to your marinade, and then you could shake it up and start putting your kebab together.
Oh, is
and
this
we have
enough?
different tomatoes, peppers, chicken, but of course you could use any ingredients that you want.
More? Do I need to put more of this?
Yeah, you could chop up a little bit more. This would also be really nice on fish, on a heavy fish with the tea flavor, the blood orange smoothie.
I just love that you know all these flavors.
Yeah.
Well, it's fun just playing with, because it's an art. So there's so many things. We made a
I'm in
cocktail with the
trouble.
blood orange with the spiced rum, which was amazing.
All right, and what is Marcia going to do?
Yeah, so Marcia, you are going to make our citrus herbal. Yep, the olive oil. And then again, we're going to go next with our champagne vinegar.
Oh, you don't taste it first, right?
Can I have a sip?
You
It doesn't
could.
taste like it sounds.
We have some wine in some of them. And then that is our lemon juice. This is our herbal garden spice blend. There's no
that's
salt.
a lot. A
It's-
lot of things.
Yes, it's full of carrots and bell peppers, onions. We also have a little bit of our sweet onion sugar.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, you
that
might
one
need to
didn't
give it a
go.
little. And then here is our Herbes de Provence, which has some really nice delicate flavors, lavender. Put that in, and then here you're gonna just use our mortar and pestle, crush some of these cracked green peppercorns, okay? And you're gonna add that to the marinade, give it a shake, and then same, you could start with the chicken and peppers and start putting your
Wow,
kebab
is this
together.
heavy? Whoa.
Perfect.
All right, so my turn.
All right.
Got the olive oil.
Now this is the espresso shallot, your olive oil, champagne vinegar again. And then we're going to use a little bit. We're going to use a little bit of our balsamic.
Okay.
And then we have our espresso steak rub, which we grind beans. We add all different flavors in that. And then here, these are freeze-dried shallots, Bobette. They're beautiful. When you don't have shallots available, and you can keep these in your pantry.
So am I supposed to be doing this stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, exactly.
It seemed like the right thing to do.
It is. And then you're going to add that to the marinade.
Okay.
The shallots are great to even use with salads, fish. Again, you could do so many different things. We're going to have you put this together with some steak kebabs and mushrooms. But you could use it on lamb. That's perfect.
Okay.
So you can add that. And now, Joey, yours is the Island Sweet, which is very fun.
So I did the olive oil. Did I have the same vinegar?
You did, and then that's lemon juice.
Oh, great.
Yep, so it's real nice for the island flavors. And then that is our Island Sweet blend, which has different types of mustard, coconut, and we have...
It smells delicious.
Next, Joey, are some chives.
Oh, great.
So those are also nice when you don't have fresh chives on hand. And that is
mustard.
Our mustard.
Great.
You're going to give that a shake, and...
So as the ladies they've been assembling their kebabs down there, right?
Yeah, they
Very
looks
artistically.
perfect.
All right, well, Bobette and I are getting our skewers ready. We're going to catch up to you.
Okay, so now you have your little marinating brushes. We're going to use an indoor grill for obvious reasons.
We're going
We
to
should invite company. We're doing so
I
good.
know.
Yes.
Paulette, we are
I'm ready to
about to
grill.
wrap up here, so
Yes,
as
so
we
let's go
continue
ahead.
to work, you get the grill fired up. We are going to bring Rob Little, the headliner.
Oh, hey, Rob, yes.
Back on into
Okay,
the-
perfect.
Rob
Here we
will get
go.
you helping out here.
Rob's gonna cook for us.
Okay.
Yes.
Here you go, Rob.
Now, as we're going to be
Linda,
frying
I
up
can
our
pass that over
I
kebabs.
if you
haven't
want.
put any of this on.
We want to
Okay,
take
let's-
one last
let's
look
put
over
that
at
on.
Matt Pexon's art to see him finish up Maryland.
Oh, wow.
You take some time and enjoy the view of Suncoast art on Suncoast View.